Now, the next event is the coming of Christ. And when Christ came, He came not only for the Jews, He didn't only came for the Gentiles, He didn't only came for the Israelites, but He also came for the Gentiles. And so we go back to the cross, brothers and sisters. What then is the cross? In the cross, brothers and sisters, when you're looking at that, in that situation, if you're watching that and you don't know what God's plan is, you'd feel as though everything is already stacked up against God. Diba? His plan to reunite man with Him seems to have failed. Sin is still rampant. And His Savior, the Savior that He sent, is being killed by His people. But then, brothers and sisters, God is wiser than any other being. What Christ did in His death is this, brothers and sisters. The complications that was brought about by sin in the perfect unity of God with Adam, He removed in His death, brothers and sisters. All the punishments, all the mischiefs that sin was bringing to this world, brothers and sisters, and the repercussions of those sins, He removed in His body, brothers and sisters, because He died for our sins. And so what then happens, brothers and sisters? In the end, Christ died, and in His death, He not only brought the Israelites back to God, the Jewish people back to God, but He also brought the Gentiles back to God. So in essence, brothers and sisters, He brought everyone back to God. And this is the mystery that was revealed to Paul, brothers and sisters. This was the rich mystery of the gospel that was revealed to Paul. So imagine this. God is very proud of His work because He was able to accomplish what He wanted, for the people to be reunited with Him again. And then He shows this to Paul. And then, what's the reaction of Paul? The reaction of Paul is, wow, God, so that was your plan. I have to share this. This is the good news. And it's very typical of human beings that when something is shared to you, a secret, or good news that was shared to you, you'd share it to other people as well, For example, USC texts you that there's no class tomorrow. Oy, GM na yan, Or, finally, sinagot ako. Oy, It's typical of human beings that when there's a good news that was shared to you, that was revealed to you, you'd share it, brothers and sisters. But then, how many times have the gospel been shared? And how many times how are we hampered to share it, We're, in spite of the fact that it's the greatest news possible, there are moments in our lives where something pulls us back from sharing it as well. And what is that, brothers and sisters? So let's go back to verse 1. For this reason, I, Paul, the prisoner of Christ Jesus, for your sake, the Gentiles. So let's clarify. Paul, humanly speaking, was not a prisoner of Christ. He was a prisoner of the Emperor Nero, right? But then, what he's saying here is, I am a prisoner of Christ, and therefore, me being in prison is by design of Christ, okay? And Christ is sovereign over all human authorities, okay? But then going back to the thing that hampers us from sharing the gospel. The thing that hampers us the most, or stops us the most from sharing the gospel, is fear. Because look at what happened to Paul when he shared the gospel. When he shared the fact that the Jewish people and the Gentiles are co-heirs to the mystery of the gospel. What happened to Paul? He was punished for it, his friends probably left him, his family probably forsaken him, and he practically almost lost everything. What's more, he was thrown into prison, and constantly and every day, he is being punished, brothers and sisters. And in us as well, there's also that fear that stops us from sharing the gospel. Because, remember, brothers and sisters, fear is a byproduct of self-preservation. Okay? When we are afraid to share the gospel, what are we really afraid of? Diba? At anong sasabihin sa akin ng mga taong pipisyalan ko? Diba? Baka sabihin nila, ang corny ko naman, diba? Paano na yung rep ko, diba? Reputation ko, diba? Paano na yung friends ko? Baka hindi na tanggapin yung gospel. Baka i-open na nila ako sa wala kaya, diba? And there's that fear in us, brothers and sisters. But, in terms of fear, one quote that I really love about fear is that courage is not the absence of fear, but rather it's a judgment that there is something greater, something more important than fear. And therefore, brothers and sisters, to overcome that fear, you have to understand that the gospel is greater than you. And that the gospel is more important than you. Diba? As we said a while ago, fear is a byproduct of self-preservation. And in doing so, brothers and sisters, in understanding that the gospel is more important than you, you actually, brothers and sisters, you're completely surrendering to the authority of the gospel. So live for something greater than yourself and completely surrender to that thing that you will be living for.